If I achieve just one thing in life, what should it be? Now, it tells you a lot about modern America that that's even a question. No person, certainly no man in the previous, say, 15,000 years would have asked, what should I achieve in life? There's really only one objective in life, and that's reproduction. Pass on your genes so you don't become extinct. They're called, in our culture anyway, children. And then one hopes they mate and have grandchildren. And that makes you the patriarch of a clan and gives meaning to your life. So in other words, you could spend your entire life working for Deutsche Bank, which is obviously pointless and destructive of the social order, and you probably wouldn't feel good about that. But if you had a bunch of kids, you would still win because you're passing on your genes. You're fulfilling your core destiny, which is to reproduce. Let me put it another way. Next time you read about someone who's got like 27 arrests and he's been arrested for some horrible crime, and he's a complete ne'er-do-well, if not menace to society. George Floyd, for example. Find out how many kids that person has. So you're reading the paper or some website and you're judging this guy. He's never had a job. He's got 27 drug arrests and he finally shot someone. Damn those Soros prosecutors. And I agree with you 100%. But push a little more deeply into his background and I'd be willing to bet my late model car that he's got more kids than you. So who's really ahead? You or George Floyd? You or the guy with 27 drug arrests? The guy with 27 drug arrests, if he's got more kids than you, he wins. Because in the end, that's how we tally the race, by reproduction. So get to it. Have some pups.
None of the writers went with him from Fox? Is that what's going on here? So he's just blabbering on. I know I tend to go off, okay, and this bunch of different directions, but I can't even begin to unpack the racist, probably misogynistic, replacement theory-ish, all kinds of nonsense this knucklehead is spewing. A fool. Tucker Carlson. Rayyvana, where would you like to start?
Let's, I'll just make a quick note that he looks like he's coming to us live from the Black Lodge from Twin Peaks with that curtain behind him. I don't know, the production value in his show. I mean, the name, Tucker on X, no one thought that one through. Not a single person was like,
the team he had before.
Right, right. It's, I mean, but it is, and you're exactly right, rooted in his racist, xenophobic white replacement theory, the idea that there is this ongoing white genocide, and he's saying that this is a Black man who had more kids than you, a white person, so he is winning, and he's trying to invoke fear. And maybe we're lucky that he doesn't have that same production team. He can't put his messages eloquently, and more subtly as he previously could on primetime TV, most watched cable news show, broadcasting to millions of people. Now his show's being seen by, people, thousands of people on Twitter. The core audience of his show can't figure out how to work that app to watch it. So, at least we've got that. But it is concerning and without that clever writing, we just see him coming out and saying it, and without fear, being that racist openly. It is disturbing that, and so many of the Fox News hosts, of course, share his racist opinions. But it is disturbing to think about how many people were able to get that message and how Fox News protected his ability to distribute that message for so long. And let's be honest, they didn't stop his show because they stopped agreeing with his ideology. It just became a financial liability for them at some point. And it's disturbing, it's gross, but I at least have to take some solace in the fact that it's not being as widely broadcast as it previously was.
Yeah, you're right. He got fired because of that $787 million judgment, not even because he called what's the one lady, Suzanne, I forget her last name, who's still there on the presidents or something, a Tuesday. He called her Tuesday. That's not even why he got fired. It's not. Okay. Tucker's out there and he is blabbering on with the guy who said Sandy Hook didn't happen. Okay. And probably the pillow guy next. And maybe they'll do their own version of The View on X. And we'll see if people tune in. We'll see. I didn't know where to start, but I know one thing. If I'm George Floyd's daughter, friend, family, brother, he's got a great family, keep his name out your mouth, okay? Tuck, enough. I think you're so clever. You're just not. With the bow tie, without the bow tie, it's just stop.